Have you ever stopped to wonder whether you're living your own life or simply repeating someone else's? Stay with me for a moment, because this could completely change the way you see yourself and your family. You see, most people believe they make decisions based on free will, but psychology tells us something fascinating. Long before you were born, patterns were already being created. The way love was shown, the way conflict was handled, the beliefs about money, success, relationships, emotions, even whether it was safe to express feelings or ask for help, all of these can be passed from one generation to the next. We often think we inherit our eye color, our smile, our personality, but we also inherit emotional patterns. If you grew up in a home where affection was rarely shown, you may find it difficult to express love, even when you deeply care. If criticism was normal, you may become your own harshest critic. If you watch people avoid conflict, you may struggle to have honest conversations. If you grew up believing you always had to be strong, you may find it impossible to ask for support or help. None of this means there's something wrong with you. It doesn't even mean that you adopted these habits, but most of the time we find that we have, because it means you learned how to survive in the environment you were raised in. The problem is that survival strategies that protected you as a child often became barriers as an adult. You continue repeating them without even realizing it, because the brain loves familiarity. It doesn't ask, is this healthy? It asks you questions like, is this familiar? That's why people often find themselves in similar relationships. They often find themselves repeating the same arguments, attracting the same personalities, or struggling with the same fears over and over again. They're not choosing the pattern consciously. They're simply repeating what their nervous system recognizes. And this is what we call transgenerational patterns. They aren't always obvious. Sometimes they're silent. Sometimes they're hidden in the beliefs you hold about yourself. Some people may ask themselves, or even make comments about themselves like, am I good enough, or I'm not good enough? People always leave me. I have to earn love. Money is hard to make. Showing emotion is weakness. They may have thoughts like this, and these aren't facts. They're often beliefs passed down through experiences that may have started generations before you. The beautiful thing is this: patterns can be passed down, but so can healing. It only takes one person to become aware enough to ask, why do I believe this? That one moment of awareness can change the future of an entire family. Imagine teaching your own children emotional safety instead of fear. Imagine showing them healthy boundaries instead of people-pleasing. Imagine raising a generation that knows it's okay to talk about emotions, to ask for help, to rest without guilt, and to believe they're enough exactly as they are. That's how legacies change, not through perfection, but through awareness. Your past may explain why you think the way you do, but it does not have to define the rest of your life. You're not responsible for the patterns you inherited, but you are responsible for the ones you choose to continue. You are responsible for yourself, for having that self-awareness and acceptance. Every time you choose compassion instead of criticism, understanding instead of anger, or connection instead of control, you begin writing a new story. The greatest inheritance you can leave isn't money or success or possessions. It's emotional health. It's teaching the next generation that love doesn't have to be earned, that vulnerability is strength, that healing is possible. So today, ask yourself one simple question: what pattern stops with me? Because your healing doesn't just change your life, it changes the lives of the people who come after you. If you'd like to understand yourself more deeply, break unhealthy patterns and build a healthier relationship with yourself, my book, Fix Me, How to Manage Anxiety and Take Control of Your Life, is linked in the description below. You can also watch my TEDx talk and explore my other YouTube videos for practical tools to help you create lasting change. If this video resonated with you, please like, share and subscribe to my channel so we can help spread the word and help someone who may need this message. Together we can create healthier generations, one person at a time.